everyone. Today I'd like to talk to you about starting solid foods, and that's really a hot button issue for everyone. Now, recommendations are always in flux on this, but I will go over them, but want to really stress that despite there being recommendations, every culture does this differently. And somehow the human race has managed to survive. I'm sure grandparents will remember when some people started their babies on food at 3 weeks. Others will remember when they held off until 6 months. So really, I'll give you the guidelines, but they are just guidelines. Just do what comes naturally, follow these roughly and just have fun with it. Now, one thing I do want to mention is your baby's really interested in food when you're eating and they're looking at you and they're watching everything going into your mouth. And once they're able to sit up, that's when you should start thinking about starting solid foods. So let's talk about how to do this. The general recommendation is for breastfed babies that breast milk is the ideal first food and should be used exclusively for 6 months. Bottle feeding was always meant to emulate breastfeeding, so generally the thinking was you started solids around 6 months as well. Now the guidelines are more 4 to 6 months, and allergists are suggesting that you start allergenic foods even earlier. So you really need to talk to your pediatrician and see what your pediatrician recommends and when they think your baby is ready to start this. Now, when you do start solid foods, you can start all of them at once. You don't have to be careful doing one new food at a time and waiting several days. Now, your child may have a reaction. Their stomach might be a little upset. They may have a little diarrhea. If something like that happens, then you do need to go back and figure out what you gave them. But in general, you will not cause an allergy by starting all the different foods at once, with the exception of the highly allergenic foods. And those are dairy, eggs, wheat, fish, shellfish, peanuts, sesame, and soy. So if you are going to start those, you really want to do just one at a time, and you want to wait 3 to 5 days. You want to start with just a little teeny taste. If everything goes okay, then the next day you can do more, and you gradually increase it. And I'm going to be talking about allergenic foods in another video, but just wanted to give you that little preview there. So please, have fun with starting solids, talk to your pediatrician, and I'm sure your baby's going to really like ice cream.